Some of y'all get too wrapped up into increasing or guarding your credit score instead of taking advantage of the benefits of that credit score. Let me say that again. Some of y'all get too wrapped up in increasing or guarding these credit scores instead of taking advantage of what you can get by having good to excellent credit scores. What is up, team? It's your boy Sled from the SledgeInc team, back with another video. And today, the question is, why are you protecting your credit score? Why are you protecting your credit score? And you know over here at SledgeInc, we get straight to business, so let's get to it. First things first, this video is not about being reckless with your credit. It's simply about why people guard their good or excellent credit scores instead of taking advantage of them. You see, for a lot of people that cross the barrier of good or excellent credit scores, and by good, I mean very good. You know those people with like a 750 to 850 credit score. Some of y'all get too wrapped up into increasing or guarding your credit score instead of taking advantage of the benefits of that credit score. Let me say that again. Some of y'all get too wrapped up in increasing or guarding these credit scores instead of taking advantage of what you can get by having good to excellent credit scores. I know some of y'all are like, what do you mean, Sledge? I mean that having a good to excellent credit score doesn't mean anything if you're not taking advantage of it. I know it feels good to log into Experian and see that good to excellent credit score because that's a major accomplishment. It is a very major accomplishment. But what does that really mean if you're not reaping the benefits of it? I'm going to tell you something. I've never had a credit score above 777, and I probably won't get 800 plus anytime soon. And that's not because I don't care about my credit score or I'm reckless with my credit. It's because I actually leverage the credit that I have. Now, for the people with thin credit profiles or just working on your credit, this doesn't apply to you. Keep working on your credit, and one day you'll be able to leverage it in the same way that I'm going to talk about in this video. I know it's hard for some of y'all, but keep working on your credit. It's going to pay off in the long run. And if you frequent this channel, you know that your boy didn't always have a great credit score. A few years back, I was all the way down in the 400s. Yeah, you heard it. Your boy was all the way down in the 400s. And there's nothing special about me. Well, except for the fact that my opinion is more important than everybody else's. Do your research on my opinion being more important than yours. Yeah, it took a lot of time, patience, and dedication, but we here now. But anyways, let's get back to you guarding your credit scores. I mean, some of y'all be guarding your credit score with your life. Some of y'all are too afraid to apply for credit cards because you'll get a hard inquiry. And yeah, it's true. If you apply for credit cards, more than likely, you will get hit with a hard inquiry. But guess what? Because you have that credit card and a bank or credit union trust you now, your credit score will increase even more. But you got to be responsible with it. You have to be responsible with it. I'm not saying go out here, get credit cards, run them up, and ruin your score. What I'm saying is having credit cards will help your score. I don't care if you use those cards once per month and pay them off. Use your credit. I don't care if you get cashback cards or travel cards. Use those cards to get points or cash back on things that you would purchase anyway. Because as you know, when you have a good or excellent credit score, you have a better chance of approval, and you also have a better chance of getting high limit credit cards. Then you can use that cash back or points for whatever you like, instead of using debit cards and getting absolutely nothing out of it. What about a car loan? You afraid to lease or finance a car because you're afraid that the dealer's going to run your credit several times and ruin your credit score? You do not have to let them. In fact, don't let them. Go to your own bank or credit union. I suggest that you go to a credit union because they're going to give you better interest rates, and go to the damn dealer with your own financing. Yeah, when you get your financing, they're going to pull your credit. They are going to pull your credit, but it's going to be one time. When you go to the dealer, you risk them trying to shop your credit around to multiple banks just so they can make sure that you get the financing. But keep in mind, you're the one with the good to excellent credit score. You're going to get financed anyway. Go to the dealer with your own financing. Stop guarding your credit and take advantage of it. Because when you have a good to excellent credit score, you have more options. And the most important option is, if you have a good credit score, you can use that score to leverage business credit. Now, I'm not just talking about opening up business credit cards, but you can do that too. You can definitely do that too. But so can anyone else that has a fairly decent credit score. Yeah, I said it. Just about anybody with a fairly decent credit score can open up business credit cards. Somebody will approve you. Somebody will approve you. Capital One Spark Card, yeah, I'm talking to you. I ain't talking about the excellent credit one, but there are credit cards and credit card issuers that you can use to get business credit cards, even with fair credit. But because you, the person that I'm talking to in this video, has a good or excellent credit score, you can apply for business lines of credit or business loans and get favorable terms on those. And by favorable, I'm mainly talking about interest rates. Because believe me, you want to eventually start a business, whether it's a side business or it's your main source of income. And when you decide to make this move, because you will be opening a new business, lenders would definitely consider your personal credit score. Let me say that again. Lenders will consider your personal credit score when you're opening a new business.
If you don't want to do the research, which a lot of y'all don't do, it's okay. I'm doing it for you.
You are not going to go to a bank and get funding for a brand new business or as a sole proprietor without the bank pulling your personal credit. But when you do get this business, because you have good to excellent credit, suppliers will give you better terms. And these could be things such as extended pay periods, discounts for early payments, and of course, lower interest rates. And when you have lower interest rates, you bring more to your bottom line. And those business loans, lines of credit, or even credit cards that you receive favorable terms on because of your credit score will eventually turn to you having business credibility, which will also lead to you not having to personally guarantee your funding. When you no longer have to personally guarantee your business loans, your business is responsible for your business credit. You are no longer personally responsible, meaning your business and your personal credit are completely separate. But you gotta be willing to stop guarding your credit score to get to this point. Because a credit score is just three numbers that don't mean anything if you don't do anything with it. The credit score is just three numbers that don't mean anything if you don't do anything with it. Now, I have another business outside of YouTube that is run out of an office space. And me leveraging my credit helped me get that office space because the person that owns the building needed to access my credit before they agreed to any terms. Maintain strong credit, set your foundation, and leverage your credit score. The game of life can be scary, but you can never win at that game if you never make any moves. Stop guarding your credit and leverage it.